to deal with it.
Do you know when this is going to draw to a close?
I wrote to the Prime Minister about a month ago.
You did. You've written to him twice.
I wrote to him initially about a month ago, and I said that it should be finished. It needs to be finished by the end of March 2025. A deadline should be set, and we asked for his help in setting this deadline. I never received a response. I wrote to him a few days ago to remind him that I'd never received a response, and also now we're at 5 months until the end of March 2025.
So the Prime Minister said on LBC on the 5th of January, he was obviously leader of the opposition then, he said this to the government. He said that the government should now, quote, get on with it, do at least get that bit right. But you've not yet had replies to your letters to the Prime Minister about setting a deadline.
That's quite right. And deadlines do need to be set. You know, you can't have an endless piece of string in this. People have been waiting far too long, over 20 odd years. There's over 70 have died along the way in the GLO group in there. There are people, well into their 80s now that are still suffering and still having to put up with this as well. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't.
What happens if this drags on for forever and a day? Would you ever go back to court with a crowd-funded campaign for justice?
I would never say never. I mean, it is a consideration. I will not say I haven't spoken to people about this, but I do know if we decide to go down that route that we're going to halt the current scheme, and it's going to be at least another 6, 12 or even 24 months before it moves forward in that direction. Now that might be a choice people are prepared to take. I mean, we've got a group meeting coming up in a few weeks' time, and that's one of the options that we're going to discuss. That and a few other options as well. But we've got to move this forward, and hopefully after today, you'll be able to bring a bit of pressure to bear on them as well. It's the deadlines that need to be set in this. They're terrified of having deadlines set, the department.